Hi guys, it's Paula with Beadsaholic, and today I wanted to take a closer look at Elfpetite's latest collection and kind of do an introduction to this particular sub-brand from Elf Beads. Basically because it is a smaller brand and they fit less carriers than your standard size beads. And so I'm going to get started with their gold plated beads. They have these in the silver beads and they have them in the gold plated. So I just wanted to kind of show you the difference. And the gold plated is limited edition. So it's only for a time period. And like I said, this is a smaller brand of bead. Bring them in close here. If you're familiar with Thomas Sabo or Essence from Pandora, this is the similar system, being that these are smaller cord beads for a smaller bracelet. This you're seeing is the Forever Lilies in both the silver version and the gold plated version. With Elf Beads, these beads are also available in a larger version. It fits like your Pandora and your standard lines, Troll Beads, Pandora, Own Beads, Camellia, whatever system you use. Plus, Elf Beads has their own carriers. Now, of course, Elfpetite will only fit carriers from Elfpetite, Thomas Sabo, and the Essence line. I have all the carriers that Essence has out, and I will show you today what those look like on there. But I just wanted to give you a close look. This is Forever Lilies in sterling silver, or the new limited edition from the latest release, or again you can get it in a regular size as well. I'm gonna go through the new release, and then once I get done I'll show you some comparisons to show it to other beads and everything. Next up is the Everstar. It's called Everstar. If you look at it from the side, has like a loose intertwined star design. This has actually been one of my favorite beads throughout the years. This is the full-size version, so you can kind of get an idea, if you have this bead that came out years ago, of the size difference. And let's see if I have it in, I may have this one in the regular silver Elfpetite as well, and I think I do, so let's try that. So again, you have the option of the silver or the gold plated, which is again limited edition, only available for a short period of time, or you can get it in the full size, which fits, as you can see, it has a much bigger core. There you go. That way you can see the core difference. Again, this is the Everstar. And now let's move along to the rose. I have it here to show in both tones. The new gold plated, which is in the new release, and then there is the silver version. This one is also available in the Elf beads range, the bigger, like the star you just saw, like this one. And you can also get it in the petite size. You can see here it's really pretty done, beautifully done, pretty done. And from the side, as you can tell, the gold is not too brassy looking. It's a really pretty gold. and I've not had any problems with wear. I have the gold plated in the larger versions, and I've wore those some, and I've not had any issues as far as that goes. Let's move along. The next is going to be scales. Again, both in silver and gold. A really pretty bead, and this one is called Scales. I have them going in different directions, but you get the idea. Then after that is Star World, and I can show that to you both in silver and gold as well. You may see a few love bugs pop into the screen. It's their mating season, so it's that time of the year. As you can see, the silver kind of stands out a little bit more prominent because of the oxidation. You don't have all the oxidation on gold, but it's beautifully done in gold as well. And again, this is Star World. Next up is Stars. Both are really pretty. Great for a celestial theme. I do tend to like the oxidation on the silver, a little better, but I really like the gold too, especially. I wear silver more than I wear gold, but these pieces are inexpensive and a nice way to add some gold into your collection. So that is one of the things I like about it. Okay. Next up is frog prints. Again, I have this one. I can show you this one in all three versions. Ooh, I have love bugs landing on me. Sorry. Alright, here's the three versions. This is the regular size, and then here are the two small size. So let's just take that one off so we can kind of concentrate on these. You have a full crown on the bottom, and then on the other side is your frog. How cute is he? He is standing on the bottom of your crown. Really cute bead. And this is, of course, the frog prints. Beautifully done. Next up is sunflowers. I'm going to find the other one. Both in gold and silver. I don't know which I like best. I love the oxidation and how the silver stands out. But I mean, a gold sunflower. Sunflowers are yellow, and it just looks appropriate. It's really beautifully done. And I just love them. Try to give you some different angles. Okay, next is Bohemian. And again, I think I have this one in all three. Just need to find it. Here it is. Okay, here's the silver and gold. This is actually one of my all-time favorite elf beads. It's the large one. I've always loved this design. It's, you know, really pretty and abstract. And then let's take a look at these two. In gold, this one is phenomenal. I just love the design. I love the way that it looks in the gold. I love seeing the silver through, making the gold stand out more with the open works design. It is just really beautifully done. And of course, you know, I still love it in silver, but it's just a really beautiful bead done in gold. It surely is. A pair of these would be fantastic on a bracelet together. All right, let's go into the next one, which is Eternity. And I think this has been a popular design, you know, for some time now. And let me see. Here it is. So I can show it to you in gold and silver. So you can see your options. Very sleek and smooth design. It's not one to turn, so. So you can get an idea. Really nicely done. Now this one, I believe Martha Nick Beads said that it fits on the Troll Beads heart bangle. So otherwise, most of these beads do not fit on Troll Beads. Some of the silvers may, but none of the stones or glass beads will. So that is something to remember when shopping for these. Some of them will fit, but like I said, some of these will fit, but the majority will not. I can also check it on, I don't think it'll fit on the Ohm, but we'll see. No, it won't. See, I have some Ohm beads here for some comparison, and of course some Troll beads, but let's go ahead and finish out the new release. Next up, Before the Sun Goes Down. I got a late start out here, but I want to hurry up and get all these out for you. This is the Rock Fractal, which is a natural looking stone made of glass, and of course it has like the faceted, the fractal. Now here's where I want to show you the size comparison with a regular Troll beads. Let's go ahead and show it with the new small troll stones and a pearl. Alright, this should give you some size references, because of course it's going to be similar in size to the pearl and the new round stones from Troll Beads. So you can use those on the essence bracelets, or on the Elfpetite bracelet with the stones, with the Elfpetite beads. But as you can see, it's much smaller than this bead here, which is a standard size bead. So let's just move on. The next bead up is going to be Stardust World. I'm going to try to bring it in a little super close, so you can see the stardust underneath and then the stones throughout catching the light. It's a really beautiful bead. Nicely done. Now this next one has a sea glass texture. It's matte finished. And this one is called Night World Frost. It's like a frosted glass. It's a deep purple. Catches lint some, so I'm trying to... Gives you an idea. It's a nice way to add texture to your bracelet. Again, that is Night World Frost. You have more of a rondelle style, and then you have the world styles, which are more of a round bead. And then this next one is Raspberry Fractal. Beautiful raspberry color. Really nicely done. Nice way to add color to your bracelet. Up next is the Blush World Dewdrops, which is one of my favorite. You see undertones of like a warm sunset orange and pink. A little bit of lavender in there. Beautifully done. Next up is the Galaxy Sea Dewdrops. Similar design. See a little bit of sparkle, a little orange undertone with purples, kind of blue. Next one is SeaWorld Monroe Fractal, which is a beautiful sea foam green. Really pretty. Has the little stones throughout, which makes it a Monroe. Beautifully done. Really pretty color. I love how the facets, catch the light as they turn. This is the Amethyst World Monroe Fractal. A beautiful purple, stones throughout. And then this one's called Seagrass World Monroe Fractal, which to me is a nice deep teal color. I like how the stones stick out with the teal up against it. I mean, it really catches the light as it moves. I think it's really pretty. Up next is this one is the Lime World Monroe Fractal. As you can see, not just the clear stones, the clear CZs, but in this one we have some yellow, which is a nice added touch. And I think the gold beads really bring out that yellow, so that's a plus. They have a lemon bead that actually looks really nice next to this as well, that brings it out, and I'll be showing that to you in just a moment. Next up is, this is called Berry Blossom. It has really pretty iridescent flowers around with a deep burgundy core. Beautifully done. And then we have a few more rondelle styled. This next one is Night Fractal, which to me has more of a blue instead of purple. This one was called, if you look at this next to each other, I see more blue, and this one I see more purple. But it is a purplish blue color, so just remember what colors you put it with are going to play more with that. As you can see from the side here, you see a lot of the purple in it, but when you're looking directly on with a different colored background, oops, sorry for the little friend there. They're not as bad as they were, but we still have a lot of love bugs around. But as you can see, it has, you know, with the different backgrounds, you can see more blues, where some things, like against my skin, you can see the purples are at different angles. Up next is the lemon fractal. And this is the one I was telling you that would look nice next to the lime. And here you can see why. So if you had multiples of these, that would be so beautiful. And especially if you know, add in some gold too. How pretty is that? It is a beautiful bead. These three together, and you know, I mean, can you imagine a bracelet full of this? This is just so pretty. So I love how it accents the yellow, and yellow seems to be an in color this year. A lot of people are wearing yellows, and I'm seeing yellow come out in a lot of the different style jewelry. So next up is the, get it off, is the Crocus Monroe, which is a beautiful color. I just love this lavender color. The inner core part looks like it's, you know, glowing the way it catches the light. And then of course you've got the Monroe style stones throughout, because you know, Monroe loved her diamonds, so so do we. Anyway, that one's really beautiful. And then this is going to be the last of this collection, the newest collection from Elfpetite. And this one is called Sea Stardust. And let's see if I can. I wished I'd gotten outside a little earlier, so I could have had a little bit more sun, so that you could see this one in the sun, because it really catches the light with these pieces of glittery in the bottom. Really beautiful. I love it. Okay, now I want to show you Essence next to, of course, this is the, let's back this up a little bit so you can see. I've made a mess. But this is the Essence, excuse me, Elfpetite bracelet. It has the Elfpetite basic lock here on the end. It just fits in like this, and then you close it. Now, similar to Pandora, I like the foxtail type chain, and this is next to the Essence chain. Now this is the chain where a lot of you have too, which is the chain link. And then of course, you know, Essence carries a couple of different open and closed bangles. So with that being said, you know, again, this will fit on Thomas Sabo, Essence, and of course the Elfpetite bracelet itself. The Elfpetite bracelets are inexpensive, so let me tell you that now. These bracelets only cost $48 USD. And I don't know the euros price offhand, but you know, they're not expensive at all. Now, with that said, Essence has stoppers on the inside of their beads that hold it in place. Elfpetite does not. So it'll be just like the Thomas Sabo brand does not either. But Elfpetite offers, if I can find them here, offers their own stoppers. So here is an Elfpetite stopper, so you can see. It says Elfpetite. It's just a plain stopper, you know. So you can style on either. Elfpetite stoppers do fit the Pandora open bangle or closed bangle. So I'm going to show you a couple little things on here so it fits. Or, you know, if you have the little heart ones, follow, what is that one called? Follow Your Heart, I believe. If you have this one, I mean, of course it fits too and looks fine next to, you know, glass beads. But anyways, let's just try this, put something together. You know, with the gold, since there's not any gold bangles out yet or gold bracelets for the smaller brands, I thought I would just do a few in these. So let's see, and let me pull off a couple of these essence, because, you know, I really want you to see what it looks like with the essence. Because if you probably already know this, but essence, or Pandora is phasing out essence line. So if you have essence, you know, it's great. But if you want to buy essence in the future, there are no more being made. So you need to keep that in mind when this is a way to expand your collection. So you can get more beads that, you know, that work with the beads that you have. And as you can see, I'm using the purple. Let's just do the little frog. Hard to see around the camera to find all my beads. I'll just use the forever. But as you can see here with this purple, that it matches. I mean, it looks really good. It doesn't look any different than the Elfpetite. So you can mix and match your essence line with Elfpetite. They interchange really well together. It fits on the bracelet. You know, nothing's moving. It works perfect. So why not? I mean, if the essence line is no more, this is a great way to add into your designs, into your collection. So there you have it. They look really well together. And fits on, you know, like I said, here is the essence bangle. I need to clean. I just pulled my essence out of the box and it really needs cleaning. So I'm very sorry about that. Let's see. But as you can see, you can, you know, just to add a few beads so you can just see the design. Oops. Just to give you an idea. And this is, of course, is on the Essence bracelet. And another thing I think it would look really cool, I pulled out some of these older ones. And as you can see, they look nice together. Most of the line is going to be a similar size, so if you look, just to kind of show you, and speaking of this red, I don't have them out here with me, but Elfpetite makes some really beautiful red beads, And also wanted to show you, why I have this out. Let me close this up. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you on here what the regular glass beads. These are a couple of these are from the new Elf beads line, the new collection. So, but you can see the size difference here in the bangles and everything. Sun's starting to set here, so it's color of the sky is, of course, changing the color within my video. Some things are looking a little bit more yellow. But that's basically it. I hope this review was helpful and it introduces you to maybe a brand you didn't know about or a new type of way of wearing beads. I do want to say that Elfpetite beads are lightweight and they're easier to wear. If during the summer our skin gets hot and moist and things stick to us a little bit more, and so a lot of times we tend to not wear heavy beads and massive pieces, or we just stick to bangles with 2 or 3 beads on it. This will be a way for you to wear an entire bracelet, or if you happen to have an Essence bangle, to wear just a few smaller beads for a more delicate look. Less weight. Maybe you have wrist or hand issues, will be autoimmune like me, or there's carpal tunnel. There's just so many different things, that could cause pain or swelling in the wrist. And sometimes you can't wear heavy beads. In that case, Elfpetite is perfect because you can put on a light bracelet, a light stack, maybe stack it up with, the Pandora balls and pave bracelet, the latest release, and you can stack up a small stack and it'll be lightweight on the wrist and you don't have to worry about anything heavy that day. And it just gives you more options in your collection and to what you can wear and just what you feel like wearing. Some days I may want to wear something massive and big and beautiful, and I tend to wear bangles because I type a lot and it helps me to have smaller on the back. Well, these are small, so you can wear a full bracelet and stack your full bracelet with your bangle, and it'll look really nice and they'll complement each other. So I think that's one great thing about the Elfpetite, or having a smaller bead line, is they stack so well and just give so much texture to your wrist, and it just looks really lovely and elegant. And so yeah, so I say check out the line. I have wanted Elfpetite for a while, and I'd been an avid collector of Essence until recently, when I received the news that they were phasing it out. So other than getting a few last pieces that I want to have in my collection, this is the way I'm going. So this is an idea for you, and for different reasons and everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review and the in-depth of everything involved in the different bracelet styles and everything. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or hit me up over on beadsaholic.com, where I will also have loads of photos of this latest release. So make sure you visit beadsaholic.com to see those photos, prices, measurements, everything you need to know about this line, plus shopping links. So be sure to check over there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.